GT the King versus Garland, Yujiro versus Hiei. GT the King again is constantly gaining victories in the ARL. Garland is constantly improving. This should be a great match.
The ARL Anime Rap Battle.
Shonen Knights with the Z.
It has begun!
I'm going to sit here on my throne, which is nothing but defeated garbage. A short, white, black-haired, spineless wimp approaching me is either cowardice or as courage. Your name is Hiei, Master Swordsman. I must see the future, because when I'm done with you, I will be no longer known as king, but as your executioner. I look at you and I see much potential, but your mangaka seems to not give a fuck about you. Your manga was half-ass art. Your anime felt like it didn't even finish. Let me go down the list of everyone's attacks. Yusuke has Spirit Gun. That's a real treat. This contemplates to him either shooting blanks or being short on time between your sheets. Kurama's plants, ant powers. I don't know if this makes him a hippie or down under it looks like an enchanted forest. He's in the good bar. Why does his sister sound so normal? He sounds so stupid. Smoking all those Newports might as well be a cancer cupid. Now to Hiei. Short and emotionless. I'd rather not be you. That dragon of the darkness plane symbolizes that you got gonorrhea. Now, as I continue this killing spree, talk about the past ARL battles because that's all you have on me.
Damn.
All right. Yeah. Damn, I like how you break the characters down, man. He said Togashi suck. Like I've been saying Togashi was ass, man.
Oh, his artwork's some ass, yo. Let it go, damn.
He said he got the dragon. He ain't got that gonorrhea and shit, man. He talking to your crew, man.
It's that cool ball and smoking them Newports.
You got your bathroom, man. Let's go, man.
Cool bar ain't black. Let's go.
Round one on Garland. Hiei, let's go.
All right. Hey. I come to the stage not as a cliche. I'm known far and wide as Hiei. My name is known as the Flying Shadow. That's the only thing that you need to know. The swordsman that'll cut you like a knife and hack you up and take away your life. They say you's the strongest. I tend to disagree. Against Moscow Yusuke, you'll be blown off the scene. But I'll stop bringing them up because this is between me and you. But you know what? Bring your A game because I'm going to split you in two. You flex your little finger and take out little mice. Come against my sword, you won't be looking so nice. I'll slash your head off and mail you at your front door. Or I'll cut you in 152 ways before you hit the floor. I won't need my boy Kurama. I can do this for myself. I'll slash you in half and make you look like an elf. About my series, we know it's worldwide. Your series is one back in 99 has died. Because of this, nobody knows about your shit, but my series has got pure quality in it. Now, this is something that'll make up some theories, but I don't need to. Nobody's heard of your series. Why else? Your series filled with fake-ass queers. I thought mine was bad, but yours didn't last 3 years. And how about your son, who thinks he's top brass? I remember his ass-whooping, lying in the grass. The only ass-whooping I suffered was my boy, but he still couldn't handle the moves that I deploy. You're not as legit as everybody may seem. Your ass-whooping is coming like a military regime. I'll use my telekinesis and split through your mind. You'll be wishing you was dead and never at your prime. And you ain't no true fighter. You don't know how to hustle. Your shit's a rip-off of Ultimate Muscle. And your lame-ass style makes you want to hurl. How do you think you're hot shit when you have to win your own girl? You couldn't win her over with some diamond and pearls. Well, buddy, I'll do you a favor and solo your own world. I'll end this first round, which I know this shit will hurt. I'm going to cut you 16 times and bury your ass in the dirt.
Okay.
I hope you heard that reference.
Said your shit was a knockoff of Ultimate Muscle, man.
Yeah, that shit was hurt.
It didn't last 3 years, no?
Yeah.
I'm ready.
All right.
That reminded me of somebody.
All right, round two on GT the King, Jirohama. Let's go.
Mr. Hiei, I am really trying to think, but this might be But wait a minute, in Bleach, there's a character like you, but you're a Oshiro Hitsugaya done right. I don't see why we're having this battle, because your bars are boring and mild. Hey, Judge, did you know Hiei here is a bastard child? His whole legacy is a disgrace. Born from the clan of Ice, yet Hiei is a whole different race. Then again, your entire childhood is a mess. Searching for your precious sister and you don't tell her who you are, meaning the entirety of your character is meaningless. Now, I must say this to you. Your series was legendary, but it's because of Yusuke and not you. The only thing you will be remembered for is killing fodder like Ziryu. And why didn't you keep the chapter black tape? Probably because it was 4 long hours of Hiei rape. No longer do I feel sorry for you, but I feel sorry for your show entirely. All the eyes on your body can't even count all the fails I see. Now, and with much disgust, I must say something about Hiei. His parents were fodder and his mom was a slut because they were born of ice and you were fire. Wait, the results are in. In the case of 250 Hiei fodder, Well, this is strange. We don't even know if you had a father.
Okay.
Damn.
Round two.
He said he was talking about you bastard child, man. He said you got raped porn on the black tape. You looking at snuff films and shit, man. What's wrong? Let's go,
Three,
man.
three fucking eyes. Let's go.
All right. All right.
Your mother a
Wrap
slut,
up.
man. Let's go. Shit, it was round 2 on Garland. Let's go. Hiei.
Open the Jigan eye and possess your ass in many ways before you die. They say you mastered all forms of martial arts. Come against my speed, I'll carve you into body parts. Nobody even knows you because your series pretty much faded. Your so-called fans have grown up and become pretty jaded. You say you're the strongest? Well, buddy, I'm a demon. By the end of this battle, you'll be kicking and screaming. See, you're up against a fire ice apparition. You'll be burned ice in pure submission. And now it's time to put in my Jigan form and force you to retire and live amongst the norm. So you claim to be the strongest, well, you suck as a fighter. Why don't you go back to class and pull some all-nighters? And I got a question that's strictly for you. When was the last time anyone's ever heard of you? Yujiro who? You sorry-ass fool. When I'm through with you, you'll be chilling like a ghoul. The only thing that was great was writing these bars, but I'll hit you with my fist and you'll be seeing stars. I have a few techniques that'll make you go insane, so if you use my fist as the mortal flame and leave you dazed and looking like a hot mess, soon enough you'll be wearing a tutu dress.
Okay.
Damn.
Round two.
Okay, he said you were gonna be in a tutu dress. You a princess and shit, man. Let's go, man. Round 3 on GT the King, Jirohama. Let's go.
Vietnam War, Baki, Emmy, and everyone from my universe, no competition. From breaking a man's spine for no reason, under no condition. You have to rely on a dragon to get your work done. Fuck your dragon and your sword. Beat you so bad, I'm going to end up calling you son. Then again, you had no father, so I might as well call you father. Come with me so I can show you the potential of a real fighter. Throwing that pussy dragon at me is like throwing that sensui. I can stop that dragon like Eisenstop and Ichigo's sword. Chop you into pieces, chop you into slices, eat like meat, then I'll use a sword and pick you out of my teeth. I'm a real demon. You a yaoi fanboy seeing a fanfic that's Kurama's boy toy. Your mangaka playing Dragon Quest with his room a mess, break down his door and smack him to death. But wait, that means no more Hunter x Hunter. But I have 6 words to say, and these are a must. But from the lines of Jim Rummy Boondocks, I just don't give a fuck.
Okay. Goddamn.
You a boy toy like Shawn Michaels, man. Okay. All right.
Round 3.
All right, let's go. It's the 3rd round and you're about to be irrelevant. I'll straight up obliterate you with my ice fire element. With my rhymes and bars that are set in place, I'll make you look like a shonen disgrace. You think you top tier in the freaking top 8? You won't be looking high and mighty when I carve out your face. When I come at you, I'm going to put you in a grave. Your body will be found mangled up in a pretty-ass cave. When I get done with you, you won't have a leg to stand. Your character to the definition that everyone calls bland. You think you a king and I'm at pawn level? I tend to disagree because you're a fake-ass devil. My bars are getting started and I'm about to surpass. I'm going to come in and dethrone your ass and leave you and your son lying body parts in the grass. I'll sharpen my blade and straight up hack you up and make you look like nothing but a little-ass pup. You'll be looking pretty stupid because you's a fodder. Because my bars are on high demand and you're only getting started. How can I respect you when he's a terrible father? There's no honor in that, so don't even bother. You beat up your own son like he's a fluke. Just for that, your ass is about to be nude. And what kind of man friggin' beats his own wife? I guess in actuality, you seem like a lowlife. I'll freeze your whole body and make my ice fist and burn you up again so I can do it twice. See, I was one of the strongest in the dark contest and use a character who's completely overrated. I won every battle, so that makes me the best. When I'm through with you, you'll be completely outdated. Your hair looks like a ratchet-ass weave. I thought you was handsome. I guess eyes do deceive. And your so-called muscles ain't nothing but fake. I'll make you experience sheer and you'll start to shake. Your teeth are bug nasty and your breath really stinks. You look like a retarded version of an ass-looking sphinx. And on Amazon.com, your series ain't worth shit. But my series is valuable and the review say it's legit. I'm going to end this round by saying a few more verses. After that, your funeral is one you'll be rehearsing. You claim that you is the one and only king. Well, pal, eulogy is the one that the chorus will sing. And the heavens above wanting to set you within, they'll bring your ass back to life so I can kill you again. I'm going to say this last line, your ass will engrave. I'll finish this one move, black dragon ass wave. And now that I left this guy in limbo, I'll be chilling with Stezo in San Diego.
Okay.
Damn.
All right. Round 3. Over to the time for deliberation. Shido, start us off again, man.
Okay. All right. I basically gave all 3 rounds to GT the King. Thing I noticed about what kind of Garland was doing was he would like most of his rounds kind of sounded the same because he has these go-to like sentences. Like he always say, "When I get done with you," he said that like twice in the third round. I think he said it in the second round as well. And then he always says by the end of this battle. So he got like these things, these habits he got to get rid of. And I felt like GT had more punchlines. I remember his punchlines more. He broke down the characters of YuYuHakusho. He broke down the characters, talked about the gonorrhea thing, and what else he did. And I also felt like Garland had like some kind of inaccurate bars. Like he was talking about, series died in '99 when I think what's that shit called? BakiTheGrappler came back out in like the 2000s, and it was longer or some shit like that. I think he's talking about the OVA, the '99 thing. So I give it the GT based on. I felt they both had pretty clean flow, but I felt like again Garland didn't have those punchlines that them impactful punchlines to really get me, and he kind of had a couple of incorrect things, and he was saying some of the same things over again, and I think both of them had like slight stumbles. I think Garland had a little bit more stumbles, especially in that third round. So I give it GT the King.
Yeah. Oh, Philly, you gonna go?
Nah, go ahead, man.
All right. The first line, the first round is actually the only one I gave to Garland because GT in his first round, he didn't really have that many punchlines, like actual punchlines against Hiei. But then GT in the second and third round, like had nothing but punchlines, and Garland kept on repeating lines about like carving him up and insulting the series itself instead of the actual character. And GT just had better flow. And Garland, he was repeating some of the stuff like Bushido said. So I actually gave the second and third round to GT. So GT got the match.
All right. Well, yeah, the first round I give to Garbo only because GT has his own style in this whole thing, where he leans more towards humor and the whole theatrics and being a little bit more animated with it. But in the first round, I just felt like Garland, his bars were just better. Like that's what I felt. The second round, GT, in my opinion, came a little bit harder. And then that was the first time that I noticed Garland kind of reusing some of his lines from his last battle. Like I can't think of them right off the top of my head, but when I heard him, I was like, yeah, that's definitely from his last battle. So I mean, I had to take off some points for that. So I had to give that second round to GT, and then in that third one, I also have to get at the GT because I feel like GT built up momentum into that third round to the point where his third round was not only funny, but it was just the bars were a lot stronger in that one too. Whereas you kind of kept the same, it was more consistent. I noticed you still took a few things, or maybe it was more so the structure like Bushido was talking about, like in the end, or I'm gonna leave you like this or something like that. But the bars were still kind of tough. I just think GT kind of infused that humor into it that gave it that edge. So I'm going to have to give it to GT. Sabo?
All right. I'm going to be honest with this match. For the most part, I think the repetitiveness for Garbo's part kind of killed it for me. GT had a lot of good bars. Garbo did as well. I really like the whole series. Nobody even knows your series kind of shit. Because I didn't know the series even for today. Didn't know the series. So. But for the most part, GT had more. It's hard to say, but it's like GT had more stronger punchlines than Garbo did. So for the end, I'll give it to GT.
Black, man, come on.
You want me to vote?
Yes, sir.
What the fuck?
Okay, look. before I do vote, we only having 5 judges, right?
Yeah, how many is that? That's 2 so far. 3 so far.
That's 4.
Who voted?
That's 4 so far.
It is?
Oh, yeah.
Including you. Zaladin voted?
Yeah, I voted.
Damn. Okay, 4.
Well, I only heard like half of what y'all said. But let's see. The first round, I'm gonna give it to Garbo. I felt like he was more on point as far as dissing the character. And the last 2 rounds, I give it to GT the King. I feel like he was more creative in his rounds. He was more lyrical than Garbo was. And he had harder hitting punches. It kind of felt like Garbo was repeating himself most of the time. So yeah, I'm going to give it to GT.